We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the outset is Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Penix. Here's a diving catch right side. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangwu. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Penix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So
on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 19 winning, 19 winning. Here we go. Right.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there for number 15. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Jets had 5 and 6 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Green 19, good after that.
Now it's Fields. And it's complete to Mitchell. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. Touchdown! Jeremy Ruckert, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never like it stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fights loose. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
He's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Penix. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Paul want to give up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw is Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. Falcons, 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return. This one, it's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Atlanta.
Penix working out of the gun here. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. They'll throw with Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
to the air. Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Bring some guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Right.
Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, Fields. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And the throw in the catch was just fine, though. Again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That's out quickly to London. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Charlie Warner in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58, cut. Hey, Chad. Set.
A final shot before the break. Fields on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A play fake. Now Penix. Wide open receiver complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Kadero Hodge has it complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jarnell Mooney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Fields now to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You got it. Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
11. Hey, 10.
Again, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Here's Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Final minute now of the third quarter.
At the 45-yard line.
Now it's Fields. And check down, complete to Hall. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Fields going to change things up here. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Penix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49.
Now Fields. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
The 26-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor from 3 yards out. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Fields trying to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. Into the hands of London. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strengths.
Nwangwu on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Arian Smith, 65 yards. And the Jets are back within a score. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
222. 11. Hey, never mind, Monday.
They'll try and throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll throw with Penix. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Penix. Caught by London. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And we'll get a few yards here to the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. Past the 20. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Well, flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, it's Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson, and he is going to lose yardage here.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Same guns.